Men are chilling at home as the world burns around them. You have women that are freaking out now, that are crying up a storm because men are walking away. And it's not just these women. I told y'all the streets lead to the church and the church leads to the streets. So stay off the church, right? And stay off the streets because the pastors are getting furious right now. The church is a hustle. It's a hustle. That's where these people make their money. Okay? The pastor is nothing more than a pimp. Okay? The pastor is nothing more than a pimp. And you know what the women are? Those are the women in the church, they are evening delights. Okay? They are only working together to extract wealth and resources from men. That's the way it is, and that's the way it's always been. By the way, guys, if you guys enjoy these videos, make sure to hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe down below. And of course, members for the channel do get new videos early. If you'd like to learn more about that, click the join button down below this video. It's an unfortunate reality, but it's a reality we all have to live with. Women made this, they chose this for themselves. You know, they've made their beds. They've made their beds, and they're going to have to live with this now. They're putting up video after video. Why aren't men dating us? Why are men ghosting us? Why is this happening? You're seeing the pastors lashing out at men now, all right? Calling video games the Antichrist. You think I'm joking? Let's just go ahead and jump right into the first video.
Young guys are doing with their time and energy. Porn, social media, video games, the beast, the false prophet, and the Antichrist. That's what they're doing. Single guys in your 20s, here's what we know. 68% of guys in their 20s today are not dating a woman, not intending to date a woman, have no actual interest in a relationship with a female, and are making no movement toward marriage whatsoever. In the last few years, a lot of young men just moved home with their mother. They have no intention of ever moving out until they can find a girlfriend in her 20s or 30s with a good job and low expectations. And then their hope is to move into her house and have her pick up where mom left off. And what these are generational curses and bad patterns that are destroying young men. Destroying young men. And today, young men are an endangered species. And everything in our culture is to absolutely remove their masculinity and to ruin their legacy.
Yo, they call the soft guy era a generational curse because men are not putting up with it anymore. All right? Men are no longer allowing themselves to be disposable. All right? If a woman wants a disposable man, she can go and get a simp. But like I've said plenty of times, the simp economy is moving overseas. And these men, these pastors, like, you know, that's messing up the money. It's messing the money up because, you know, these men who are not getting married and they're not getting into these relationships, they're avoiding the church also. They're avoiding the church. So the church is losing out on that income. They're losing out on the money that they would get from those weddings. They're losing out on the money they would get from the baptisms. That's what baptism money is, big money. Baptism money is big money. They're losing out on all of that bread right now. So of course they're angry. I want you all to notice how he lined everything up. You know, he referred to adult content. He referred to adult content. He referred to something else, and he referred to video games. He referred to video games as the Antichrist, the worst of the worst. Of the three he listed, he said video games were the worst. He called them the outright Antichrist because men are choosing video games over relationships. Men are choosing PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 over dating. Men are choosing Nintendo Switch over having to put up with bad behaviors. The truth of the matter is, and we don't talk about this enough as men, it's really not all that great. Physical intimacy is really not all that great. In fact, it could be outright disgusting. Women did this. They chose this reality. They said, we don't need no man. And now the world is beginning to burn down around us. And what are men doing? Men are chilling at home, eating good, sleeping good, playing games, relaxing, just enjoying life to their fullest. They have everything that they need and most of the things that they want. And that's just the way that they like it. I said it plenty of times that the average man could live happily in a shoebox at the side of the road. We are seeing this right now. I have all of these men that are still hitting me up saying they live in the woods. Like, listen, there's some these damn mountain men. I'm not going. There's something that rubs me wrong about mountain men. All right, and they're kicking up their heels. I just imagine these men in the woods right now. It just bothers me. Something about the mountain men just bothers me, and how damn happy they are in the woods. Like I'm telling y'all, if you don't know the woods, stay out of the woods. Stay the hell out of the woods. If you do not know the woods, stay out of the woods. Stay out of the mountains. All right. There are things much dangerous than bears in the woods. All right. They're called men. Stay out of the damn woods. Like I say, stay off the street. Stay out of the woods. If you don't know the woods, you have no business in the woods. It's just how insane the world is right now. And of course, women are now trying to like backpedal. I said this years ago. I said women will say feminism got us everything that we wanted. Now let's fight it together. And you hear one woman after another coming out crying that men aren't approaching anymore. Men are ghosting them.
The world. Please tell me what the issue is with dating. And I've been ghosted twice. Twice. That's just killing my vibe. I mean, it's just, I don't get it.
Hold on, fellas. Fellas, I got this one. Hold on. Okay. She asked a good question. She said, single men of the world, why have you stopped dating? I'll tell you why. Men aren't simping, desperate, or stupid enough to still believe the old time sayings and doings of the things you should do. More men are waking up. They're focusing on careers and goals, putting money, finances, goals, things that they want to accomplish. They're putting that before trying to find a girlfriend, a friend with benefits, or a wife. Men have learned, because of feminism and other things, that putting yourself first is the best thing to do. For so long, men have put everybody else before them. They put themselves last because they were trained to think that everybody should come before me. I should go hard and work and make sure everybody else is satisfied and they're well off before I take care of myself. And that's how a lot of men drive themselves into depression and self-deletion. You know what that means. Men are not going to waste their time on dating apps and other things that distracts their time, take away their time, just to tend to you and entertain you for a few hours or a few months or a few years until you bored with them. Then you toss them to the side so you can move on to the next person who strikes your interest. Men have put themselves first in everything that they want to do in their life, whether it's finances, traveling, new careers, whatever, health, getting good in the gym, everything. They put all of that first, then they will think about tending to you. That's why these dating apps are overran with women looking for providers. Men have put themselves first and they will no longer play your stupid games. That's why a lot of y'all are out here searching and y'all can't find a man. Think about it.
Now, guys, this is why men aren't dating in 2022. This was 2 years ago. Women are crying up a storm right now. I told you it was coming. All right. I told you the great kitty cat collapse of 2020 was on its way. All right. And unfortunately, you know what happened back in 2020? The world was just not open for business and things slowed down. But we're getting right back on track, picking up right where we left off. And you're going to see, guys, the great collapse of the great kitty cat collapse. All right. The great kitty collapse. As men say, no, I'm good without it. The truth of the matter is that it takes a lot of work too. It really does. Because sometimes you're dealing with these women, you don't even know what you're getting. All right. You don't even know what you're getting a lot of the time. You know, all this work just to go and be with someone who's just ends up being a horrible experience in the end. And you know, if you look at this guy, right? I'm going to tell you guys something very quickly. Some of y'all might say, well, this guy looks a little bit goofy, the big chain and everything and the hair. But here's the thing. There are women in this world, they watch music videos. They follow this type of culture. They're like, for example, Soraya, she said, she used to watch, like, I think it was like MTV, VH1 with her. I don't know if it was like her aunt, and her aunt used to tell her, like, with her cousins or whatever, they say, come on, girls, get up, start dancing with the music, whatever. And so they used to watch these videos, and they used to watch MTV, used to watch these stuff. They saw these guys like LL Cool J. They saw these guys like, I can't even remember the name. What's the name? Sway or something like that, dude with the dreads. They saw these dudes on MTV. They saw these dudes on television. And they said, I want to get one of these men. All right. I like that culture. I like that fashion. I like that style. Regardless of what we individually think, women will always go for what they like. So they're like, I like this. I want that. So you have to understand, this guy in America, the average woman will say that he is boring. She will say that he's corny. He's not good enough for her. Women overseas, they want these men. They are genuinely attracted to these men. The only reason why American women don't want these men is because they are running around on social media. They're on social media and racking up body counts that would make the Doomslayer turn his head like, damn, that's a lot. He would take off his helmet like, bro, you need to slow down a little bit. Leave some for the rest of us. Those are the kind of body counts that these modern day women are racking up. So when they're out here with these type of body counts, it's hard for them to pair bond because they're always comparing one man to another man to another man. These women actually will keep lists on their phones where they will rank men based on their body parts, based on their performance in the bedroom, based on a variety of different attributes, based on how long they can last. They will keep, like how men will keep spreadsheets of finances, women will keep essentially spreadsheets of lays and all the details that go along with it. And you think that because they're ranking one man after, they're comparing one man to another man to another man, and then they'll go back to each. The reason why they do this is so that they can go back to different men when they want to. It's like messing around with different Pokemon. Like, okay, yeah, I'm going to choose this Pokemon today. I remember how good that Pokemon was. Like, they take notes like, oh, yeah, this was good. I like this about him. Da, 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 da. All right. So I'll go back to this dude later on. When I want some of this, when I want this flavor, I'll go back to this guy. When I want that flavor, I'll go back to that guy. And they'll do this while they have boyfriends, while they have husbands. Men don't understand. Guys, I said this before, I say it again. A woman is planning her exit before she plans her entrance. She is planning the divorce before she plans the wedding. She is planning her way out of the relationship before she's even firmly committed to the relationship. That's how it is for modern day dating. That's how modern day relationships work. A woman divorces you years before she even files for divorce. Men don't understand this. A woman breaks up with you sometimes years before she even leaves the relationship. She's already working on the next guy, texting him, meeting up with him, going on dates with him. I know because it's happened to me. All right? I'm telling you. All of these girls are out here with boyfriends and then monkey branching from one guy to the next. Always having some other guy lined up, and men don't want to listen. Some men don't want to listen, but a lot of men are waking up and saying, okay, so that's how it works. Okay, we're good. I'm good at home. I'm good at home, relaxing, focusing on myself, focusing on my health, enjoying my life. I don't need any of that nonsense. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the content, consider checking out the Men Walking Away channel where I release daily videos, just like the content you can find on the Angry Guy channel. There's a link to the Men Walking Away channel in the description of the video. Go check it out. Subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the content. What do you guys think regarding all of this? Men are chilling at home as the world burns around them. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWM and Walking Away. And cheers.